So recently there's been a lot more Chinese influencers that create American-based content. What stood out the most to me was the content that Molly would make, highlighting 姐弟恋爱. That was a bit strange to me in my opinion, but after looking it up I realized, oh, it's talking about older women going for younger men. And the trend is that it's typically rich Chinese older women going for younger men. Some people tell me it's called 富婆. That doesn't really fit because the age gap isn't that big. So I call it 富婆姐姐. I always feel odd that if I'm the younger one, I feel like I'm viewed as like a child. Just keep in mind that I even once rejected someone just because they were a month older than me. I didn't think much of it for the time being, but weeks later when I started making videos for you guys, but I typically get DMs from just people who are looking at my stuff, send me links to things like advice. So I do appreciate that you guys are sending all this stuff. There are a few that sometimes people chat a bit more. I was going through some stuff and I was kind of lonely, so I wanted to make new friends that isn't connected to my, actual life circumstances. I'm not the most educated in terms of social aspect. I know the world more about how it works on paper than it is how in real life. Basically, I don't really know much social cues. And then there was this one subscriber that reached out to me and just stated blatantly what she wanted. She said she found that I was charming and would like to meet in person. I was very skeptical at first and it felt kind of like a scam. And I would say in a different circumstance where it's real interest. And so with that being said, yes, I pretty much have only taken romantic interest from women who were first to reach out to me. Eventually we just started chatting and things were kind of awkward. For one, my Chinese isn't the best, so I struggled a lot to communicate. And every translation system always mistranslate one or two things for me. And when I first did see her, I was kind of incredibly stunned because she, in my opinion, was very, very beautiful. Later, apparently, I found out she was actually 5 years older than me and across the world. Later, the more we talked, I found out more things as I usually would be an instant deal breaker for me, such as smoking or drinking a lot. I'm someone who's a little too innocent, you could say, in my lifestyle choices. However, during that time in the initial beginning, I thought maybe I should just be less judgy about people's lifestyle choices because this person had a different culture, a different lifestyle. We talked more and we got to know each other a bit better in terms of dating preferences, all the icebreaker stuff. I was very hesitant about dating someone in the moment. I think in general, I just didn't want to, again, bring my own life's problem onto someone else. But then there was this one incident that triggered like our first argument, you could say. She was very drunk and she wanted me to 哄她睡, meaning, for my English audience, coaxing her to sleep, and basically just talking or sweet talking to her until she sleeps. She's told me specifically to compliment her until she falls asleep. And yes, as you know, I already have a hard time giving compliments to women because I don't want to appear creepy or like a pervert trying to hit on people.
If she says jump, I ask how high.
So there I was trying to soothe her to sleep, and to me it was difficult because I was cringing at myself the entire time, and it was so uncomfortable because every compliment I gave out in my head I was thinking, yeah, and then she's gonna stop talking to me after this. But once she stopped talking and was silent, I thought, well, I guess she fell asleep. So I muted my mic and started doing homework, but immediately she goes. So I went back to coaxing her, and later she even asked if I could stay on call until she wakes up, not muting my mic or hanging up until she is awake. I have never done this kind of stuff before, and to be fair, it doesn't matter what the other person requires. Like, for example, if I'm falling in love with someone who has a medical condition that requires a lot of aid and to be taken care of, if I truly love someone, then I would aid them and take care of their needs. I tried telling her that I did have homework to do and other chores for the day, and I even tried explaining I can't be on the phone all day. However, she consistently asked to spend more time together, and to be fair, it might have been because she was just drunk, and honestly, this is my first time interacting with people that are drunk, so yeah, I thought I had a smooth way to make her at least understand my point of view. So I said, I need to work hard for the chance to even have a future together. If we live together and I stopped working hard and going to the gym, how can I keep up my physique for you? And she was crying while saying, you're making me sound like I'm the problem to you, that I'm hindering you from success. I immediately dropped what I was doing and started trying to make up for making her cry, and she ended up falling asleep. I didn't hang up for the next 12 hours. Okay, you gotta keep that in mind. We weren't even official or dating. This was like maybe the 5th time we talked, but I am a bit soft-hearted, and hearing her cry made me all sad and just wanted to make up. That's it for just part 1. I'm gonna just explain a little more of the story because I don't want to drag on one video for too long. Alright, bye.